Hello, this is Matthew, and I'm here to talk about a printer I just bought. It's quite frustrating shopping for this. I'm just going to be honest, because when you look on the internet, you just don't know what comes in the box. You don't know all those fine little questions you have in the top of your mind. Who do you ask? So I'm going to talk about this as I open it up. It took me probably 6 months to arrive at a printer to get. This is the MFC-9330CDW. It's a multi-function printer, does laser printing. It has a scanner, an auto document feeder to the scanner. It does full duplex printing. There's a version I can provide a link to below this as well in the description on YouTube. There's a version that does single page printing. It was $50 more for the full duplex, and that made a lot of sense for me to do. I looked at a ton of printers on the internet until I arrived at this one, and there's several reasons why I came to the decision to buy this one. I'm going to open it up right now with you here watching the video. Part of the reason I decided to buy this was, one, it had the highest ratings on Amazon and the web pages I went to research it. It had the highest consumer rating. Another thing is, I am a cheapskate, so I plan on reloading my own toner. This is a full color laser printer. I plan on reloading my own toner, and the Brother reloading process, or the Brother reloading hack rather, I don't think they recommend you do it, is much easier than the Canons and the other printers that were out there. There's a little plug that comes off the end of the toner cartridge. You can pour the new toner in and shake the old out, vacuum it out. Very simple. The other printers, you had to melt and modify the toner cartridge to get the old toner out and the new in. This looked just slick as could be when it came to reloading. It actually looks like they designed the cartridges for reloading. So I'm rambling on, but that's very important to me, and I'm sure to you, because the cartridges are pretty expensive. Another reason I bought this when I did the research is the cartridges are a little bit more expensive than the other ones I found, but they're all higher capacity, and I'll do some follow-on reviews to tell you how long they are lasting for me. The cartridges would print more pages than the Canon I looked at. That was the second choice for me, and the other printers I looked at. So per the cost per sheet, this seemed to be a lower cost printer. I'm kind of getting in here. This is a really big box. You get a ton of stuff in it. I have a phone line for the fax. I probably won't use that. I'd use a e-fax or something like that. I have a book full of manuals here, a bag full of manuals, and a DVD. Well, there's just one DVD there. I'm assuming that has the drivers on it. There's a quick start guide here. Another quick start guide. There's two quick start guides, one in English, the other in, I don't know if that's French. It's a different language. I'm not much of a linguist, so I'm just going to put these together again and set them off to the side. I did rotate the box. It's just in a different language on the other side, and has some, hold it up right over here sort of things on the sides of it. This is a power cable. It uses your standard, I don't know what that's called, but it's just like the power cable you put on the back of your computer. It's AC power. I'm going to have to set this on the floor to lift the printer out now. Let me make sure you get a view. This is my hacked together office, so please forgive how disorderly it looks. The printer is actually quite heavy. I think it was 40 or 50 pounds when they mailed it to me. I always save these boxes. I recommend you do the same. These do come with a warranty, and God forbid, should something go wrong, you may want the box to send it back. Now, I am going to give you a link where you can buy this printer on the internet. It will be off Amazon. That's why I purchased mine. And as we all know, Amazon's a fantastic place to shop. So just a note here, there's 4 of these little corner pieces. I just discovered that trying to pull it out when you buy yours. You want to be careful you don't grab onto those and drop it or anything. Just gonna slide it out the rest of the way. I will set the box to the side here. And of course, I'll put the packaging back in here. I do have a nice big storeroom. Here, let's put this back on my shelf so don't look at my messy floor here. Just gonna pull the packaging off real quick. There's a couple plastic covers. I put it back in the box in case I need it for the warranty to mail it back or anything. You want to be careful when you lift stuff. You don't hurt your back. So I got the unit on its side. Another piece of tape at the top. They always package these so well when you get this stuff. I'm gonna lift this off. I'm gonna come back. This wasn't the cheapest multi-function laser printer. It wasn't the most expensive. So it's kind of middle of the range. I guess the sky's the limit when it comes to these things. Just to the side, of course. Let's look at the back here. One thing that was very attractive to me, whoops, is you can do, looks like I opened it up, close it again. You can do wired Ethernet, or you can do wireless Ethernet. You can do USB. Here's our phone lines. It has an input phone line and an output in case you have a phone associated with your fax number. That's a very nice thing. The plastic, it seems to be a little more higher quality than you would get with just your regular bubble jets that we're all used to. As I open the back, this looks like a manual pass-through here. Close that back up. Just gonna remove all this tape here and we'll turn it around so you can view the front of the printer. I hope you find this helpful. Like I said, I had a devil of a time trying to figure out what was included with these printers. And there were really not very many people at all sharing what they were about on the internet. There weren't any videos on YouTube or anything like that. If you have questions, of course, please put them below the video in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer those. Okay, so I pretty well got everything here. This is a scanner bed. I'm going to grab the camera and give you a close-up of these things. This is the printer. Oh, we have a little USB here if you want to plug in and run some prints from the front. Here's our tray at the bottom. It's a pretty generous tray. One thing that I was struggling with was I wanted to do 17 by 11 prints, and it didn't dawn on me that you can fold a 17 by 11 sheet, put it in here, do full duplex printing to get both sides, and then fold it again and do the same thing. Because I want to do mailers on 17 by 11 paper. That's a pretty great hack to have in your list of ways to print here, and this printer will handle that. So I'm trying to figure out the instructions and operate this printer on the phone or on the camera here. It's requiring a little bit of brain power right now. Right here, what we see is there's some sort of system where there's a tray here. You pull that tray out and your printer cartridges are in there. I'm going to have to look at the instructions to figure this out. So the top of the printer, whoops. Okay, so that lifts up. This is where your paper must come out when your prints are complete. We do have a little display here. Another thing I just thought of, I'm jumping all over the place. This is supposed to print directly from your smartphone or your tablet. It's supposed to be very easy to connect to and print. I'm just not seeing how this works. Okay. Oh, this looks like maybe this is a manual feed. I was curious if this came with a manual feed, and I think it does. It shows an arrow here to feed the paper in. We'll do another video immediately after this when I run the printer the first time. So there'll be a link from this video to that one. I'm actually going to have to use my brain here for a moment. Let me to figure that out. Here's our auto document feeder. It sends them through here on the top, puts them out here. This model I got only does one-sided. You have to take them, flip them over, and put them back again if you want to do double-sided. We do have a little display here. But that should give you an idea, at least, of what's in the box. I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far. We'll do another video immediately after when it's all hooked up. If you have any questions about this printer, please put them in the comments below. I'm providing a link in the description as well where you can purchase this printer, which is a full duplex model from Brother, or you can purchase the single-sided printing version. Again, this is a color LaserJet printer. It has a scanner, a fax. It's an all-in-one setup. So you can purchase through those links. I get a few dollars if you purchase through them. I really appreciate if you do that. Kind of rambling on. I'm excited to give this printer a whirl. So I look forward to helping you out, and put your questions below.